Did Plato foresee the future? 10 mind-blowing theories explained. More than 2,000 years ago in ancient Greece, the philosopher Plato wrote ideas that continue to influence politics, science, education, and philosophy today. As a student of Socrates and the teacher of Aristotle, Plato stood at the center of one of history's greatest intellectual traditions. His writings explored justice, knowledge, morality, and the structure of society in ways that still spark debate among scholars. What is truly fascinating is how many of Plato's ideas seem strikingly relevant in the modern world. Concepts he described thousands of years ago appear similar to things we experience today, such as political instability, psychological struggles, digital illusions, and debates about truth. Some people even believe Plato predicted aspects of the future through philosophy. While he did not literally see the future, his deep understanding of human nature allowed him to anticipate patterns that continue to shape civilization. Let's explore 10 mind-blowing theories from Plato that make it seem as if he had a glimpse into the future. If you enjoy discovering amazing historical facts like these, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. 1. The allegory of the cave and the age of digital illusions. One of Plato's most famous ideas appears in his work, The Republic, the allegory of the cave. In this story, prisoners are chained inside a dark cave and forced to watch shadows on a wall. Because they have never seen the real world, they believe these shadows are reality. When one prisoner escapes and sees the outside world, he realizes the truth. However, when he returns to tell the others, they refuse to believe him. Today, this allegory feels surprisingly modern. In a world filled with social media filters, misinformation, propaganda, and digital manipulation, people often struggle to distinguish truth from illusion. Many of us spend hours looking at screens that shape how we perceive reality. Plato's cave metaphor seems almost like a warning about the dangers of living in a world dominated by artificial representations rather than genuine truth. 2. Philosopher kings and the ideal leaders. Plato believed that the best societies are ruled by philosopher kings, leaders who possess wisdom, knowledge, and strong moral character. According to him, most political leaders seek power, wealth, or fame rather than justice. In modern times, people often criticize governments for corruption, poor decision-making, or selfish leadership. Political debates in countries like the United States and the United Kingdom frequently revolve around whether leaders truly serve the public good. Plato argued that only those trained in philosophy and ethics should govern society. While this idea may sound unrealistic today, it highlights an important issue. Leadership requires wisdom and responsibility, not just popularity or ambition. 3. The theory of forms and the hidden reality. Another revolutionary idea from Plato is the theory of forms. He believed that everything we see in the physical world is only an imperfect copy of a perfect, eternal form that exists beyond our senses. For example, every chair we see is just a flawed version of the perfect concept of a chair. Similarly, physical beauty is merely a reflection of the perfect form of beauty. Modern science and mathematics often rely on abstract models to explain reality. In physics, invisible forces and theoretical structures describe how the universe works. Even concepts like mathematical perfection exist only in theory, not in the physical world. 4. The tripartite soul and human psychology. Plato believed that the human soul consists of 3 parts: reason, spirit, and appetite. Reason seeks truth and wisdom. Spirit represents courage and emotions. Appetite controls desires such as hunger, pleasure, and greed. According to Plato, a balanced life occurs when reason controls the other 2 parts. Centuries later, psychologist Sigmund Freud introduced the concept of the id, ego, and superego. Freud's psychological model closely resembles Plato's earlier idea. 5. Plato's warning about democracy. Although many people associate ancient Greece with democracy, Plato was actually skeptical of it. He believed that democracy could easily lead to chaos if citizens valued freedom without discipline. According to Plato, when people become overly focused on personal freedom, society may lose respect for authority, laws, and expertise. This instability can eventually allow a powerful leader to rise and establish tyranny. When we look at political polarization and rising authoritarian movements in the modern world, Plato's concerns seem remarkably relevant. His analysis of political systems demonstrates how fragile democratic societies can become without responsible leadership and informed citizens. 6. Education as the foundation of civilization. Plato believed education was the key to building a just and stable society. In his ideal state, future leaders would undergo decades of education, studying philosophy, mathematics, science, and ethics. He believed that without proper education, leaders would lack the wisdom necessary to govern fairly. Today, educational institutions such as Harvard University and the University of Oxford emphasize critical thinking and ethical leadership. 7. Atlantis and the mystery of lost civilizations. Plato introduced the legendary story of Atlantis in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias. According to his account, Atlantis was a powerful and technologically advanced civilization that sank into the ocean after becoming morally corrupt. Many historians believe the story was symbolic, meant to warn societies about arrogance and moral decline. 8. The dangers of manipulative art and media. Plato believed that art and storytelling could influence people's emotions in dangerous ways. He argued that artists who imitate reality without understanding truth could mislead society. Today, this concern feels more relevant than ever. With the rise of deepfake technology, artificial intelligence, and digital media manipulation, it has become increasingly difficult to determine what is real. 9. The search for absolute truth. Plato firmly believed that truth and justice exist as objective realities, independent of human opinions. According to him, societies must strive to discover and follow these universal truths. In modern times, debates about morality, ethics, and truth often become highly subjective. Different cultures and individuals may define right and wrong differently. 10. The power of questioning and dialogue. One of Plato's greatest contributions to philosophy was his use of dialogue. Instead of simply stating conclusions, he wrote conversations where ideas were debated and questioned. This approach was inspired by his teacher Socrates, who believed that asking the right questions was the best way to discover truth. Plato's ideas remind us that the struggles of human nature, our search for truth, justice, and wisdom, are timeless. Whether it's navigating politics, understanding ourselves, or facing the illusions of the digital age, his insights remain as relevant today as they were over 2,000 years ago. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Plato's mind-blowing theories, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss fascinating explorations like this. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Plato could really foresee the future? Thanks for watching, and remember, the more we question, the closer we get to the truth.